Hey guys, Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft. Thanks for joining me for another video. Hey, just back from the Ohio trip to the Pathfinder Gathering 2015. Had a great time once again. Hey, Mr. Dave Canterbury, Iris, Jim, the whole family. Thanks for all your hospitality and all your hard work. All of the Pathfinder instructors that were there that gave talks and demonstration were just top notch. I just can't say enough about it. Everything from the first aid to the skills to the test to just some of the practical applications and even just some of the classroom discussions that we had. It was just a piece of information and knowledge that I don't know where you can get anywhere else than just getting a bunch of people who enjoy bushcraft and survival and outdoor wood lore, getting all of that type together. We even had a family there that they're into reenacting, and it goes all the way back to the Viking times. Gave some excellent talks and discussions on the 10 C's of survivability and how it related even at that time, and also did some mighty fine cooking. As a matter of fact, we got some ideas, and we're going to come back and we're going to start trying to do some campfire breads and that type of stuff. Breads have always been something that I've struggled with, and maybe now we'll have the upper hand on that. And I also like to give a special thanks to Battle Horse Knives. They gave away some fantastic prizes to different competitors in different types of activities, and I was able to win one of their knives. I'd like to show it to you. This right here is one of their knives that I do not have. I'm going to briefly read to you. I pulled some information off of their website. I'll get this just a little bit closer and change the angle so you can see it. Just another absolute work of art that Battle Horse Knives has done. They have taken the old Blind Horse Knives quality and workmanship, and if anything, they have worked to enhance those attributes of a fine knife maker over the last couple of years. LT Wright, I know, has done the exact same thing with their knives. This is the large workhorse in a Scandi grind. It is 5/32 of an inch thick of 01 tool steel. Its overall length is 8 1/2 inches, and it has a cutting edge of 3 5/8. Has an exposed lanyard here, and it has removable scales that are in a natural resin. It comes with a nice leather sheath, and if you were to go on their website and purchase this combination, you'd be looking at about $170. This was one of the prizes. I was able to win this in a challenge that we had to leave an area where the challenge was announced, no prep time. The first one to go out into the woods, bring back 5 samples of 5 different trees, and give 3 medicinal uses for each one of those trees, won that particular knife. You had to gather that material, bring it to one of the Pathfinder instructors that was gathered there underneath the shelter, and then rattle off those 3 medicinal uses. I was able to do that with the instructor, Jamie Burley, and he checked me off to that, and I was the first one to complete that challenge. So I was able to pick up that fantastic knife. My wife also won a knife at one of the challenges this year, and I'll show you that knife here in a little while in a totally separate video. But I was able to pick up a lot of gear while I was there. Picked up some stuff from the canteen shop, Battle Horse, picked up a couple of blades from Jeff White. My son and I are going to finish off those knives and make some leather sheaths. Picked up some gear from the Pathfinder store. We're going to be playing with some of that. Picked up a couple of new leather blankets. Did I mention we just come back from Ohio? It's been a long trip. Boy, you can tell it, can't you? Of course, I can't normally talk once the camera's on anyway, but that's all right. We picked up a couple of wool blankets. I'll be very interested in trying those out. One is more of a spring and fall weight, something you'd use on some cool summer nights, and the other one is for some pretty cool weather. It's a pretty thick, robust blanket, and some other tools and some equipment also. So I'll look forward to bringing you some of those reviews, and you'll see them in some videos in the near future. But I just wanted to give a special shout out to Jamie Burley, who I took several of his classes. Very informative, fantastic instructor. Snowwalker Bushcraft, I was able to take several of his classes. Picked up one of his t-shirts. You'll see me wearing that, I'm sure. And Leanne took a class with him making a blanket shirt. That was pretty cool. Also, several of the other classes that we took, we'll be doing some of that here in future videos too. Some of those different basket making. Tony Daniels worked with all kinds of different basket materials when we talk fishing, and I'm sure there's going to be a fishing trip coming up here in the very near future, and even picked up some ideas on some different fishing situations that I haven't done in years, but some stuff that we can go out and put on video. So I look forward to that. Just a special shout out to them, to all of the sponsors and all of the people who helped make everything possible, to the Canterbury family themselves, Wilderness Outfitters, and just a great time. Don't know what to say, guys. Once again, I think this was my 5th or 6th year, and it just seems to get better each year. Even though we had all of that rain and all that bad weather, it just added to it. So look forward to next year. Y'all plan on joining us. Until next time, I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft, home of global safety and survival. God bless.